Hello, everyone. A very, very good morning to all of you out there from Asia, this part of the world. My name is Aziza Jalaluddin, co-founder of Shine88, and I have here with me my dearest partner from the founder of ABCI, Dr. Jasmine Chan.
Hi, everyone. Good morning. So I'm Jasmine. So I'm the founder and chairman of Asia Business Central International. So I will look forward to capture with you or to connect with you on how we can expand our market together in Asia.
That's right. So today's session is very much going to be interactive, that we can answer questions if anybody has any questions, and also, most importantly, share with you about this business trade fair that's happening today. We're going to share about the business trade fair that's happening with the CEO Money and You from August to 11th to 16th, 2016. So this event, we're going to share a little bit about that in a while. Before that, we want to tell you a little, we're going to have a discussion on how is it going on for business trade fairs or import-export business, and especially when it comes to funding for import-export business from Asia. So my organization, Shine88, has been specialized in mentoring programs. We do a lot of business, global entrepreneurship education, global connection and funding perspectives, and as well as connections for funding. We've been doing that for a while right now. And we are very, very glad to have partnered ABCI, who is in the mission of uplifting Asian business community, together with us. So this is an exciting journey. We started last year. Yeah, and since the last one, I think almost about, more than 6 months now, we have been looking at how Shine has been a knowledge partner for ABCI, and we've been reaching out and doing some amazing work in Asia, connecting with many platforms, right? So Jasmine, maybe you want to share a little bit about our vision. You know, a lot of our friends who are out there, especially from the Indian community as we mingle with last years, they have been hearing a lot from me, right? So I want you to share what do you see the vision is for Asia. I mean, India is one part, but there's a whole Asia network that we have reached out to, and as well as global platforms that we work with. So share with us about what is it that we're up to.
Okay, I got you, Lisa. So Shine88 is our knowledge partner, and this is my first time doing a Google Hangout. So with the whole team all together, we've been doing a lot of new things and a lot of first time being committed to this group of business community. I would say we are a business leader community, and we are formed more than actually 10 different business leaders with more than 200 years of experience to help entrepreneurs to expand their business in Asia. And talking about Asia, and we will want to have people to be coming to Singapore to set up a HQ first, and then before venture out into Asia itself. In Singapore, we do have a good branding, good infrastructure for our finance, and it is a stable environment that people can do business in Asia. And one thing about why we are targeting Asia, because one important fact that we have to acknowledge is that 2/3 of the population is going to be in Asia. And once we're talking about the rebuilding of the new Silk Road, all right? We are calling that as the new generation that we are coming up from. And any businesses who are not on this Silk Road, we are practically not able to survive. And we are building our highways along the new Silk Road so that our business will go beyond 2020. Because the next road rebuilding is estimated to be around 2020. And why we emphasize much on 2020? Because so much will be changed, and we are crossing over to a new decade. And when we are crossing over a new decade, people or business people like us, we are pretty uncertain about our future. All right. So with a group strength altogether, we are not just adding things to the and all together.
thank you so much for joining us. Please help your mute your so that you can mute your screen. Thank you so much. All right. So that that's what So Jasmine spoke in the very about impacting 5,000 entrepreneurs and 500,000 people.
Yes.
And as per our last conversation, that's going to be our first milestone.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the first one. Yeah, because we are going to play a much bigger game.
That's right.
And this bigger game is going to impact the Asia community itself.
That's right.
And we are very steered towards to impact Asia community because through the power of business, we are able to change life.
Yes.
I think that we are firm believers of that for a very good reason that entrepreneurs are the top 5% of the rare resources we have in Earth because these are people who create change.
Yes, absolutely. And this 5,000, we are targeting to reach it within the next 2 years.
Yes.
And we are not talking about just 5,000 people out there talking about something, but really working closely with us and being in the high-tech, high-touch environment that we have created thus far.
Yep.
Right. So when we talk about all this Asian community and coming together, that's where we have been doing a lot of business networking sessions. Here in ABCI office, we have a beautiful space where Jasmine has created for everyone to work together. And we meet entrepreneurs every month, twice a month. And these entrepreneurs come together in a it's called open network. We come together in a very unique environment. It's not a normal networking session. People come and explore and evaluate their own business, where they are right now, where they are capable of hitting. We have experts who share education, educate people, and even pitch for their business. Entrepreneurs come to pitch for their business and promote their business in our space. On top of all of this, we give them online presence through ABCI video channels. So this is an amazing platform. We have started high-tech and high-touch environment. So this has been going on for the last more than half a year, and we have impacted just through this platform almost 100 people.
Yeah, right. It's more than that.
More than that. That's right. Oh yeah, for the first round itself, we had about 60 over each round.
Yes. We've done from like open network from we have hit even 70 over.
70 over, that's right.
And we also have done even like a small group.
Yes.
And after with a lot of experience, I think the best is that we keep to
small
20, which is small groups, so
that
people get much more value from the works that we do.
That's right.
Yeah. Because for ABCI is a community.
Yeah.
So business community is meaning that everyone are getting value.
Yes.
And what we emphasize on is they are getting the value, and at the same time they are able to apply it back into the business.
Yes.
Because it's like, we go through a lot of education, and those education is equipping us very efficiently in terms of how to be able to work in the company.
Yeah.
But in sense of you are starting your own business, you have no education because schools don't teach you how to start business. However, we are the school or the academy here to teach or to mentor business owners how they can actually structure their businesses.
That's right. That's right. And when you talk about that, that's also brings us to the point about networking. In one of my recent snippets that I did, I talked about networking and how people go out there and meet thousands of people. I mean, there's a lot of trade fairs and networking sessions, and it's amazing that people are able to meet hundreds and thousands of people. So, and that brings us to the point that we actually started doing that in a typical way, where we said, okay, we're going to have this networking session, 60 people are going to show up, 70 people are going to show up. But to some point in time, we felt like, hey, that's going to be a normal way of getting people to meet.
Yeah, I think one way of trade fairs is definitely one of the marketing tools that you're able to enrich your business.
That's right.
And one thing we have to consider is that yes, trade fair, we're able to meet a lot of people.
That's right.
Exactly how many conversion is the leads that we are getting from trade fairs?
Yeah.
And
whether you know how to convert it or not.
Yes.
Whether you are equipped with the knowledge to convert it.
Yeah.
Because in my experience of connecting people, it's been like we have connected hundreds of people together. At the end of the day, the conversion is the trick of the game.
Yeah,
and we can give leads like nobody's business. Yeah. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and I have heard people that attending at trade fairs, they may not get a lot of result because their mentality, I would say the mindset, is very different.
That's right.
They are there just to showcase, or if you want to buy, you buy.
Yeah.
So in a sense that the proactiveness are not in place.
Yes.
And this time around, I think what we make it special is that we are combining a business trade fair with CEO Money and You.
That's right.
And to explain a little bit of that, why we're doing this, you know, a lot of education we've done. All right, ultimately we need practical.
That's right.
Just like you're learning how to drive a car, the instructor can tell you how much theory, but at the end of the day, you still do not dare to drive a car or to go through the exam.
That's right.
Then you still don't get your license.
Yeah.
Yeah, and why you're combining CEO Money and You? You see, or Money and You, in short, is been the course that have been many years around. And yeah, and it was actually well attended by many famous speakers or celebrity. And in fact, like one of our instructors used to be Robert Kiyosaki, blast singers, and those are global names that have made them to be very successful brand names. And they have really left a legacy behind. And with Money and You, it is a very important, I would say, internal upgrade, or I would say a software upgrade before you attend any other course out there. Because this course,
especially in business, small business,
yes, right? Yeah. I mean, for all business owners, if you're starting a business or you are planning to be an investor and you want to grow your business ecosystem, then yeah, well, this is the first course that we should attend.
Yes.
And in fact, if I can look back, I know this course earlier. If I attended 5 days much more earlier, probably my business had grown much more already. Yeah. So the earlier we attend, the earlier you benefit. I mean, for the price tag that people are paying, you get international reviews, and you do not have to pay anything more.
That's right.
And it's one of the cheapest course that I attended compared to other courses.
Yeah, most affordable.
Most affordable.
And what's interesting is because this program, the Business Trade Fair with CEO Money and You, we put Money and You into this Business Trade Fair because it's such an exciting platform. Where for 5.5 days, if you see, it's August 11 to 16. It starts on the August 11th evening. So it's a 5.5 days program. For the first 3.5 days, it's a CEO Money and You. And more than a course, it's actually a alignment session. And we're going to have, it's not going to be a normal Money and You. If you Google moneyandyou.com, if you go to go to moneyandyou.com, you'll get to see what is the 3.5 days program about. But more than just a course or just a training session, it's going to be an interactive networking platform, as well as your products will also continue to be showcased outside the event or in the event itself, in the premise, so that the Business Trade Fair starts from August 11th itself.
Yes. I think one thing important to take note is that people that in the trade fair, I mean, other than the graduates of Money and You, we have invited other people from Asia.
That's right.
So we only work with business leaders to be safe. So why? Because these are the people who are center of influence, and we work with people who are able to impact people in further.
That's right.
What makes it special that in CEO Money and You is that we have a certain criteria to screen through participants.
That's right.
So one thing probably we can, or we are very sure that we can assure, is the quality of people.
That's right.
Yeah, because I attended my Money and You in Chennai in India, which is in February, with a lot of resistance. I attended. Yeah, when we go in India, from being a Singapore citizen, I'm going to India. It's huge resistance because, in my mind, India was a dangerous place. I can say
thanks to the media.
And once you are there, it changed my total perspective. It was unexpectedly to be very good. All right, I was exposed to many good business leaders. All right, I will say good what I mean by business combining with the social element, and they really had the heart to change the community in India and in Asia itself. And it was a whole total new experience. And combining with the tools that I learned, it really helped think deeper. And one of the important things that I need to highlight, okay, out of all the course, the summarize is what? There's this thing called the business success model.
That's right.
And you can Google for business success model. It is actually like a 6-step kind of system proven for all businesses to succeed in this 6-step. And even if I learn from the 6-step, every day I'm still thinking how to make sure my business turns into a system using the 6 steps. So through the 3.5 days, of course, you don't you think that you can master everything. Mastery is a whole life thing that consistently choosing that you want to be successful. Because being successful, it is a choice. It's not by luck, it's not by pure hard work, but it's also through being conscious about the things that we are doing. And we are combining with trade fair. Why? Because after you learn something, it's time for us to have some hands-on.
Hey, why don't you share very quickly on the business, the 6 steps, what we cover?
Okay, other than that, you can Google from that. Okay, very importantly is that every one of us in life, we want love, we want money, we want relationship. So around the 6 steps that a lot of big corporations have done before, the first step is what? We need masters. We need masters from different life, not just business. Because life is not just business, right? Okay, there's a lot of things. Like even my involvement as the president of Last Club, I just came back from my Laos service trip. I enjoyed that a lot, and I had masters even there to even coach me on how to do a service project.
That's right. So step 1 is to master.
Yeah.
That means to have masters with you that work with you.
Yeah. Any step of my life, I find masters. You don't have to be officially appointing, right? It's boring. So anything you don't know, just ask. Because anything question that is left unasked, it will make myself look foolish. As simple as that, right? And of course, the next step 2 is what? Is to find our niche.
That's right.
Find the area that you really enjoy and you really want to benefit to people. I think that's most important.
Yes, and when you, for example, now we are having a business trade fair. If somebody doesn't have a niche, they show up, they will be kind of confused, and they will not be able to get clear of themselves of what is that niche. Then they can't operate and function the business as long or as effectively as they could or they can.
And talking about that, I say, why don't you add clarity to what you want in business? Because the world is being so small, and all of us are talking about a one-stop solution, integrated solution, etc. And if you do not have the special area that why people engage you, what makes you special from other people that operate almost similar service? Only you can differentiate how unique to them. However, you need to communicate this branding, this marketing to these people.
Absolutely.
And that will bring you to the area called leverage.
That's step number 3.
To leverage on your good branding, good marketing, and leverage on people's network resources to make sure that you really achieve your success itself.
And the word leverage is just like system and love, as our mentor DC Kodava always says. The word leverage is also one of the most misunderstood or misused words, because at the end of the day, we say in Money and You, if you are not leveraging, you're working too hard. You're working too hard.
And another thing, you're talking about more with less. So it is possible that we do less, but we have to achieve more results.
That's right. That's exactly what this business trade fair is intended to do. And then
and that was how ABCI was built also.
Absolutely.
That's why we have a lot of partners, but we have quality partners, right?
Right.
Okay, and of course, the next step is to have an aligned team. Very important, because we need people to work together. It's very boring and to work alone.
And a team is easy to form, but to get an aligned team is a lot about sharing vision and getting clarity of your direction. So when we are put together in an environment where, we say like a business trade fair, if you go to any other business trade fairs, you'll see a lot of teams and a lot of people together. But at the end of the day, it's not about team outside, but also the people that you connect and how deep you can get connection with, so that the team get aligned, and then you can take on a new step in your life.
Definitely. So that will be the team portion that we are talking about.
And
a lot about teams, because is as what Azza mentioned. Well, getting team is pretty simple. Hey, today I'm going to do business with you. Hey, I can refer business here and there for you. This is a core team. Well, not really, but unless we have a alignment of a possibility of future, with clarity of the future, and with structure in place to make sure that we achieve the things that we want.
That's right.
A lot of people say talk is free. And why talk is free? Because when you're able to make sure that you're able to align your team at the same time that you have structure to ensure that we achieve success. In our team, we are each other accountable partner. And we make sure that we say what we meant to be to honor our work.
Absolutely. And we also talk about alignment. An aligned team takes place when we are personally aligned. So our personal alignment leads to a team alignment. So that becomes like what Jasmine is mentioning, the accountability takes place. So when something is misaligned, then we check in with each other, as well as
what's happening. And that would lead to a lot of the 5 steps. That would be power of clarity, and with you, it will leave you with synergy.
Synergy, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like sometimes people say with an eyebrow raise, with a smile, you know each other.
Yes.
This is a lot of interaction and sharing. Yes. And one surprising thing is that time is not an important factor to build synergy.
That's right.
Yeah, we could have known each other for decades, but you do not have synergy.
That's right.
It's clear.
Yes.
And synergy and money in you is performed at the highest level because at 2.5 days, I think I know my team members in my money in you group much more better than I know my friends probably like 5 years, 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that was pretty fun.
And it's a connection at a deeper level that you can't express with words.
Yeah, it is a whole breakthrough is that hey, synergy can achieve like this.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was pretty quick.
And that is also very important for teams to come together, especially in partnership.
Yeah.
Then you can do that overnight. So when we are putting a trade fair, and just before that, you're learning how to put synergy in place. When you are in a trade fair, you become this clear person that can really immediately strike deals in the space in a very powerful way.
Yeah, definitely. And the final last step is the fruit that we enjoy is called results.
Yes, that's right.
A lot of time that we get results, but is it 100% of the results that we want? Well, a lot of time people always say things are not perfect. You don't get 100%, you get 90%. Well, fact, truth is truth. But whatever the case, we are still able to achieve the 100% results when we are 100% aligned.
That's very nice, very well said. So it's master getting your niche, leverage it, and with an aligned team and creating synergy, you get the results that you want. And the results are based on how you define it and creating measurable and all the smart goals.
All the structures, everything.
Yes. Yeah.
And one thing about that is that in fact, the more I share about the business success model, the more clear I get what is it. And I keep thinking is that whenever I think I speak about people that you should read the success model, everything, it gets clearer in the sense that how should I be structuring my business according to this model? Because this is a proven system. It's been a system for more than 30 over years.
37 years. The
37
money.
years.
Yes, that's right. Accelerated Business Schools is the one who presents this Money and You program, and in this Money and You, we have positioned as a CEO Money and You, and have tied in the business trade fair is because we have our lead instructor, Dominic Leone, coming for to be the lead instructor of this CEO Money and You. And a little bit of a two-liner about him, you can Google him. He's not a trainer as in any other training program or courses. He is a businessman. He owns the second largest chain of office supply business in Australia. And his annual sales is $135 million. And this is something that he's created since last 20 years. He was one of the first few to be trained as a lead instructor for Money and You by Robert Kiyosaki. And after that, when he attended Money and You, it was $6 million business. Dominic's business was $6 million. Now he built it to $135 million annual sales, mainly with the principles, the foundation of the principles of Money and You, which he will be sharing on July 18th. We'll be having another call, a one-to-one call with Dominic that you get to hear from him. His company imports, or rather distributes 10,000 over products all over Australia. So let me ask you a question. Will that be valuable for you to network and be with, 3.5 days, learn from a man who has a potential of, probably looking at your products, if at all, if you know how to network and get it out to the market as well. So he will be there with us for 3.5 days to lead this work and also get this whole program up for the CEO Money and You. And what's interesting is it's not a PowerPoint-based program. It's an interactive. 60% of games are sometimes, those games that has been researched in Harvard University. PhDs have been written on it. So it's going to be really fun with the 3.5 days where concurrently a business showcase is still happening in the event itself. So it's going to be very unique. It's also going to be the first time it's going to happen in the Accelerated Business School's history, because we're going to do it in a very effective way where after the 3.5 days of networking, learning with the CEO Money and You and networking, we will have a 2 days business trade fair. So this 2 days business trade fair, we are partnering Southeast Asia Business Center. So that's exciting as well, right?
Yeah. Because for Southeast Asia, they have a mission or vision to be connecting countries in ASEAN itself.
Yes, and
so,
it's 10 countries.
ASEAN has 10 countries and Asia much more. That's why we'll
right.
be gelling very much.
That's right.
And the problem on that is that we are so glad to be able to invite our mentor, Dominic, who had grown 6 million business to 135 business. Because
so 135 million.
Yeah, millions. And people practically who have done that can be there to able to coach us and mentor us.
Yes.
If would you trust a coach who have not done that before? And literally, we need coaches in our life. Yeah,
That's right.
only it takes a big person to be coachable.
That's right.
Yeah, because there's a disease that the day DC shared. The disease is called the I know disease, and it is actually a very scary thing because I know makes us complacent that we know everything. That's right. And do we literally know everything? Yeah, you know, research told us that we function like maybe 5% maximum for genius.
That's right.
Our brain.
Yeah.
So it is kind of 95% things that we do not know. And yeah, I'm sure that's the thing that I know that a lot of things I don't know,
Yeah.
right? And that's a continuity of able to find what are the things that we should be doing. And with him sharing for 2.5 days, it's going to build a new relationship. Yeah, because being a seasoned entrepreneur to guide us through in our business or to have even expand our operation in Australia, that would be very, very valuable.
Yeah. So he's not there to he's there to guide us and coach us, and as well as if the connection is right, then he will probably, you can speak to him about connections into Australia. Definitely, it's a different game that we're talking about right now. Yeah. So coming back to the Southeast Asia Business Center (SBC), they are very excited about the 2-day trade fair that they want to work with us on, which is like a full-fledged 2 days of activities. It involves the first, in fact, both days will have product presentations. We're going to have these people who show up during the business trade fair. As long as you have unique products or services, you can actually showcase your product there. And in the first 2 days, of course, August 15 is Independence Day. We're going to have a wonderful Independence Day, India Independence Day celebration.
Wow.
Yes, that's going to happen. And on top of that, we're going to have a launch of the Rich Dad Asia Cash Flow Club. It's going to be really exciting. We have the Rich Dad Asia founder, Valentine, to be present with us there.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, and the presentations happening, we're going to have a very exclusive presentation on funding.
Yeah.
And this is going to be conducted by our partner from Mumbai, who is a listed company. And that company is going to be bringing in their CPA. And they are also a VC funding firm. So they're going to come in with a professional on understanding on funding.
Yes.
And it's all over in Mumbai itself. So, we work a lot on exit strategy for businesses.
Yeah, I think that was very fun. It sounds so exciting. And that will officially place me a third time in India.
Yes.
Yes. Back to Bangalore, where I just came back, I think, a month ago or 2 months ago from Bangalore. So a little bit of Bangalore is that my view is another Malaysia city or a little bit of a Singapore city. Yeah. So in terms of safety wise, I feel safe there.
Yeah. Very nice.
Yeah. And that was my first time in Bangalore, and that was actually thanks to one of my money new teammates, Dr. Vijaya, who actually recommended us for our honorary doctorate for the works that we've done in India, and that would be a very significant recognition, not just because it's a doctorate. And people addressing as doctors, but what important is that we are really impacting business leaders who are in India and Asia itself. Because Indian people are very hungry for success. So if you are hungry for success, I will see you in India.
That's right, absolutely. And so the final day that we're going to have is going to be on one-to-one clinics as well. On top of August 16 is going to be one-to-one business clinics for everyone who's present and to have the connections. And so it's going to be very constructive. We have run Money and You with business connections. I think you were present at the last one. You presented at the last one.
I was there. I presented the perspective that putting your Asia HQ in Singapore.
That's right.
And I was there to actually hold clinics for them to have more clarity on how they can take step by step.
That's right.
What's quite important, or the missing gap they are filling up, is that how do we exactly able to help you to be structurally establish your presence in Singapore, in Asia? That's right. I think that was the important portion, because I can teach you all the theories. I can share all the case studies that I have. But what important is that the push part that you have to make sure you get your hands on.
Yes.
And get the experience, and how do you really do it? Because every business is unique. And rest assured is that we are here to guide you through for that, and the outcome is as simple. A bankable business model is what we are looking forward to.
That's right. Absolutely. Very powerful. So these are the words. If you find some of these words that we have very unique, you must be present in the program, because you're going to get to understand what's being bankable. And we're going to share a lot about capital mechanism, market mechanism, and very importantly, social mechanism, the concoction of it that makes your business a very, very bankable and long-term profitable and really a wholesome, holistic give back to yourself and your society. So on the whole, we're going to cover not just about doing business in Singapore, but because we're covering import, export, and funding, we'll definitely talk about setting up the options that's available for even businesses to go into US. We have our US associate, some parts of what she's going to be doing about programs that get people into US. And then, of course, our Southeast Asia Business Center, they have a huge presence in in Indonesia. And then also we are looking forward to some connections from Vietnam, as well as BNI International National Director, who's connected with us. He's got presence in Vietnam, in Philippines, in Thailand, and in South Korea. So this is going to be exciting, because we're going to present to you the country that you want to reach out to in Asia and ASEAN, and see how best we can support you in your journey, in your import, export. So if you're looking for products to import to, you can be there in the event, because you're going to see, so it's going to be held in India, Bangalore. And it's not about just coming to India to do business, but rather to do business in Asia, and it's happening in Bangalore. That's about it. It's very clear in that sense. So it's going to be very exciting, and we want you to be there only because you have a need for your product to reach outside. So you want to have your product exported. You have very clear direction. If you don't have, come and get your directions, but you have a passion for you to export your product. And also, if you want to import products, you're going to see some amazing stuff that's going to come for the show, because we're expecting about 20 entrepreneurs coming in from around the world. In fact, we are finalizing a representative coming from UK too. It's going to be very exciting. And she's been there, and we do have a network of Money graduates in UK. So we're going to enroll some of them to also bring some of their contacts. So we're going to have about 20 people come from overseas. Locally, it's going to be about 50 to 60 of them. And together, this is going to be the 5.5 days event. On the last 2 days, we're going to have walk-ins from outside general public who wants to see the work that we are doing as well. So this is going to be a very structured event, unlike our previous events, which was just a business networking session on the 5th day. So it's going to be very exciting. And anything else you want to add on?
Well, I think my final word is that just take action and just be there. Yeah, because I can tell you how good the program is, but if you are not going to take action, most important is you, how really the success that you are hunting for.
That's right.
We've been through it. We have given, we can only hear good comments, because that the good things that I can say.
Yes.
And over the word is being impacting so many people, and just don't wait.
Yes.
It's time for us to take action, and we will see you guys in India.
Absolutely. So once again, thank you so much for joining in this call. I trust you are going to have a good direction in terms of understanding, because this is not a normal money and you program or a normal business trade fair. So we've combined the best of all that we know in our in our atmosphere, and not just about Shine ADA or ABCI. We've roped in a lot of powerful expertise around Asia and the world to bring you the best that we can, in order for products to go out there and reach the markets, or products and services to reach the world. So it's about import, export, and funding at the Business Trade Fair with the CEO Money and You program. It's happening August 11 to 16, 2016 in Bangalore. Currently, we've blocked the Lalit Ashok Hotel. So it's going to be a 5-star hotel environment that you'll be enjoying.
Yeah, and the food is going to be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Indian food is very good. Apart from that, that was the bonus. When I went India, I can safely tell you, I brought all my meal supplements.
Oh my God, just in case, right?
Just in case, but that I didn't touch them, because the biryani is biryani. Yeah, I still can't pronounce that properly, but I will try my best to do it. So, right, okay, so take action now, and I will see you in India.
Absolutely. So once again, thank you so much for joining in this call, and we look forward to seeing you in India, in Bangalore. Please register with us. You can. We will give you more links on this website, on this channel. You will be able to see it. We have a website, shine-88.com, that you can go and understand a little bit about Money and You. We'll be having our brochures are coming out. You can go to our Facebook page and you can see the events page there. It is written as Exclusive Business Trade Fair with CEO Money and You program. If you Google that, you will be able to see it, because it's an exclusive event and you need to apply for it. It's not a normal registration. You need to apply for it. And once we get your application or your interest, we will find out if it's something suitable for you to be part of this game. So it's not about you just saying or us convincing you to attend the program, but you have to apply to see if it's something that will really add value to you. And if not, we will tell you it does not. All right? So thank you so much, and we'll catch up with you soon. And July 18th, we'll have a call with Dominic Leone. That's our CEO, Money and You lead instructor, to learn more about how we're going to move forward with that program as well.
Yeah.
So see you then. Thank you so much.
See you.
Bye-bye.